So in this video, I'm going to do yet another site audit. I have been doing quite some site audits on the channel already, but for the previous videos I've done has been more towards newer websites and mainly websites of my students that has allowed me to also post them on YouTube. But in this video, I want to talk about a very, very successful casino affiliate website that has been around for many, many, many years. So obviously there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that goes into creating a very successful casino affiliate website. So I'm going to try to keep this video focusing a lot on what this website is doing in terms of EAT, in terms of when it comes to displaying their trust, their expertise, their experience, and their authority. Because this website has way too much content for me to go into the actual keyword approach, besides them just basically trying to target, everything that exists. And that is not something that we can do if we are completely new with casino affiliate marketing. We cannot go super broad. We cannot target the biggest keywords because that is eventually just going to, set us up for a disappointment, because trying to rank for the biggest and hardest keywords in this industry is not something that we can do when we just got started. This is something that I figured out myself a bit too late. So this is actually a very valuable advice for you guys that are getting started with casino affiliate marketing, that you need to find keywords, especially that you can actually, manage to rank for in the beginning. And after that, when you get momentum, you get traffic, and you are building your authority, you can start focusing on the bigger keywords. I'm not saying at all that you should not include these keywords. I'm just saying that it's very important to stick to your rank bracket or your status quo or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting video. It's basically going to be an ocular pat down like I do before. I'm just going to go inside of the website. I'm going to talk about everything that impresses me about this website, and hopefully you can learn something from this. So my name is Adam. I work with casino affiliate marketing. I've been doing it for 8 years. I really love it. I think SEO especially is a very fun topic. I love to talk about SEO, and that is mainly the reason why I'm creating all of these YouTube videos, because this is something that I think is very fun. So let's dive into the video. So this website is called casino.org, and at the moment I'm using VPN from the UK. That's why I got automatically redirected to their UK version of the site. And this is something that some websites are doing. They are using IP tracking to see where the visitor is coming from, and they're going to redirect you to this version of the site. This is not something I do myself. I don't know if it's because I think that it might be a bit difficult for me to create a system like this, or it might be too hard for me that not in a manual way show to Google where I want my different pages to rank. So I think this is something that they have been doing pretty nicely, because I tried this website from different VPNs. For example, from the US, this website is ranking amazingly in the US. So if I use an American VPN, I get redirected to the American page. And they also have an X default page, which is the normal standard casino.org, and that is the US one. But if you're using a VPN, you're going to redirect it to the one that, I think is closest to you IP-wise. Not really sure how this function works. Like I said before, because I'm not using it myself, usually I create manual subdirectories in order to show Google or the visitors in what country I want to rank in. Then I'm using hreflangs inside of the subdirectories. That's another topic, but like I said before, I want to focus on the user interface of this website, especially how they are practicing their EAT, not only for Google, but also for the visitors, because I feel like a website like this is a website that people want to return to because it gives so much trust. And I talk a lot about the science of websites on my YouTube channel, and how I feel like you should not go overboard with design and thinking that you want to create the most beautiful website and you want all the coolest features and you want all the coolest slider images and stuff like this. That doesn't really matter. But on the flip side, everything needs to be perfectly aligned on a website. Everything needs to be pleasing to the eyes to watch. All of the boxes has to have the correct padding. You really have to think about the font sizes of headers and, the paragraph text. So when I say that people should stick with very simple website designs, I'm not saying that you should overlook all of the small and very important details when it comes to, creating a website that is going to give a professional impression when someone comes to the website. The first thing I want to talk about is the upper part of this website. And keep in mind that now we are in the desktop view, obviously, because I'm at my computer. But a lot of visitors to these websites are coming from mobile. So we need to go inside and look at how this website looks on mobile. And that is also a common mistake that a lot of people are doing, because When we are building these websites, we are sitting by the computer, so we are optimizing this website to look as beautiful as possible on the desktop. But we do need to prioritize the visitors coming from mobile. So that's another thing. So let's start at desktop view. And a big thing that I see at a lot of newer websites is that they are usually creating a logo or a header that is too wide, too big. Here they have the logo here with a lot of blank space and an about us and a contact and a sign up. I haven't like really tried out the sign in function here, so I'm not going to talk about that. For me personally, I would probably like move the logo here, move this text here, and make the header even smaller. But this is not a big thing because it kind of like they're kind of still using a lot of the space up here. But the menu for me here is very easily navigated, and I really do appreciate that they are using rounded corners on pretty much everything because it is making it easier for the eyes to like kind of digest. In terms of EAT and trust, putting the about us and the contact links up here, I think that is like a very strong thing to do because this is going to signal to Google that you do care about that the visitors can easily, figure out who is behind this website, how to contact this website. So putting focus on these two links here, I think that is a very smart move. And obviously they have all of these normal menu items here that everyone would have. For example, if you have casino sites, you're going to have everything about casino. If you have like free games here, they have all of these here. And obviously this is also to create a silo structure for your keywords. You have it here. So they basically put the most important stuff up here. Obviously, this website has way more than this 30 or 40 pages that is displayed here. So some websites you could probably put even more things in the menu if you wanted to, but I feel like these guys have just like focused a lot on the pages that they really want to rank for, and these are usually the ones that you put in the menu because this is how you create a hierarchy of the link queues that is passed down from backlinks that you're buying. That's another topic. Now we're going to talk about like how the website looks. So I'm going to quickly go down in the footer before I start scrolling down because I want to show the footer because then we do header and footer at the same time. And this is very impressive, I think, because they're putting so much trust signals inside of the footer as well. Here you can select the country and they have they are ranking in a lot of countries. So keep in mind that don't try to compare yourself to this website because this website has been around since like, before 2000, I think. And they have a huge team and this website is making millions and millions a month probably. So don't try to compare yourself when it comes to the size of this website. Just try to use this video as an inspiration on how you can like design your website because design is actually pretty straightforward. And especially if you have a website like this that you can kind of, not like 100% copy, but you can take a lot of inspiration from. So first of all, they have as seen on Forbes here. Obviously, this is really good for like the viewers to come down here and see that they've been mentioned here. Probably they have backlinks from these newspapers. I don't think this really gives too much SEO trust because it's hard to explain to Google that you are mentioned here without putting any links here. Probably have like Forbes in the alt text here. So this is something that every website can just kind of add if they wanted to and just hope that this is going to give you, a ranking boost in terms of trust. But I do think because this website is so big, they actually do have mentions here on these newspapers. So here they have some text about themselves, providing trusted online casino news, guides, reviews, information. So they're using the word trusted. Obviously, we can use the word trusted as much as we want, and maybe that's not going to help. But it's good to label yourself as trusted, obviously. And here they have since 1995. So this website has been along for a really long time. I don't know how it looked when it got launched. This website would be pretty interesting to see in a Wayback Machine. I'm not going to do that though. They have the normal social media icon links here. They also have a link to their own blog. Okay, let's go inside of the blog really quickly because, okay, let's wait with the blog for a wait. But anyway, in the footer items here, they have a membership thing. I don't actually know what this is. You can sign up as a member here. I mean, this is not something I recommend, at least if you're like a new website, to put a lot of effort into a membership. But if they are succeeding with this, I think that is very powerful. I think they usually use this membership thing as a lead magnet to collect email addresses. So I think that's what they're doing here. So obviously they have the contact us, get listed, and this is probably for casinos that wants to get listed on this website. They have careers here. I think they are looking for people to work with them. And I think this is, even if you're not looking for someone to work for you, I think putting up pages like this, like want to work with us, or like we are hiring and stuff like that, that might actually be able to add to some of the trust. Not really sure, but at least it's a sign that you are growing and evolving as a website. This is really important, I think. I think I want to start creating these pages as well on my websites. Like, how are we doing when we are rating the casinos? And this comes down 100% to the expertise criteria. Like, they have done a thorough article on how they are rating and ranking their casinos. And this is like spot on exactly what we want to do. So this looks great, and this is, I think, very important. So if you are taking notes in this video, you would want to add one of these pages on your website, because I think this is very, very powerful. And for me, I'm most definitely going to do it. I mean, I have different pages on my website as well, such as like editorial principles and like how we are like conducting our journalism and stuff like that. But adding a page like this, I think that is very powerful. Responsible gambling, this is something that you need to have on all of your website, because I think this is very good to showcase to Google that you are also like, caring about people's gambling habits and stuff like that. So for sure, add one of these pages. I talk a lot about that, especially in my course. I have a whole video and a section about how to setting up all of your supporting pages, such as responsible gambling, editorial principles, the advertisement disclosure, how to set up your privacy policy, and all of these very important pages that you need, just besides all of the ranking pages. So supporting content is very important to make your website look like a trusted source of information. They have casino reviews here. Put in links in the footer of pages that you want to send some extra link just to. I think is a very smart decision, considering every backlink that you're getting to any of your pages are going to, source through your footer, if you have the same footer on all of your pages. So here they have news and features, and they have the blog. And here they have more of the supporting pages like I talked about before, terms of service, privacy policy. They have a sitemap. They also have problem gambling. Oh, they even have editorial guidelines here. So media center, you see here, like, some of these things can go a bit overboard if you like completely new, but still it's very good to take inspiration from websites like this that are doing, at least according to me, like everything like perfectly. So editorial principles could be how they are sourcing their information, basically. We're going to talk about the authors very soon also. But yeah, just look around a bit here. What is this media center? Yeah, this is also a very strong trust signal to show that this is an actual, real company. We have an address, we have a founder, we have this many employees. We are founded at this year. This is the name of the company. So these are like really strong. So here we can see it. So these are really strong trust signals. You see here they've been mentioned in Forbes. They have a quote here. If they bought this backlink, probably, I don't think they got like just organically mentioned in Forbes. Maybe, I don't know. But you see here, they have a press kit. They've gone all in on the trust. So this is very, very impressive. Okay, let's go back here. I'm not gonna fanboy more now, but so they have problem gambling here, in case someone want to sign up here, where people can learn about gambling addiction. Obviously, this is very important. And here they are putting a lot of the links and phone numbers and stuff just to add even more trust. They have references and sources on all of their pages that looks like this. Here's some even more authority here. The content is page can be verified. Like an addiction specialist. Like, I mean, yeah, this is this is crazy. So that is very nice. You are in safe hands. So here they are linking to a lot of the different gambling commissions, and Gambling Aware is also like support line for people with gambling problems. GamCare is the same thing. MJ is a casino license that they don't have, but they are probably like, backing this license anyway. Here they have some certification things here. These are really easy to get, like GPWA certification is super easy. You just sign up to GPWA and you can add your link and you get a seal of approval. This is going to take you a couple of minutes, and then you can get this one also. And it's pretty nice because then you get a backlink also from GPWA. So this one you can do. You can also do the DMCA one. It's also pretty easy. I think you might have to pay a bit, but it could be worth it actually to create one of these backlinks. Yeah. Can get one of these. It's gonna cost you maybe $40 or something. Not really sure, to be honest. So yeah, let's go up again and then just continue down the page. Okay, let's do a quick, we're going to stay in desktop mode, I think, but I still just want to show you how it looks on the phone when you come here. So they have the hamburger menu like this. It looks like this, and it's obviously very optimized for mobile. So let's stay in desktop mode for the rest of this video. So like I mentioned before, if you come here, helping you find the perfect casino by the #1 independent provider of casino reviews. So they say that they are independent, which is a good buzzword to use when it comes to trust. You see here, for over 29 years, our data-driven reviews crafted by industry heavyweights. Even if you press here, casino or unbiased data-driven reviews, 15 experts with over 20 years of combined experience. So there's like the trust signals that they're trying to send here, they just go on and on and on. So they don't open up their website with like blah 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 blah. Casino bonus is amazing, blah 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 blah. They just like give the hard facts on why people should trust them, basically. So yeah, this is the review process again. They update the listings daily, going beyond the big names to uncover hidden gems. And they probably do this. They also have the resources to do all of this, obviously. So like I said before, we shouldn't compare ourselves too much with these guys. We should just take inspiration from them because they have a huge team working on like this one website. Top suggestions. All of the casinos here, they are probably not top suggestions. They are probably just like paying a bunch of money to be here. I'm not saying that these are bad casinos at all or that they are not like worthy of being here, but they most probably just pay to be here. And they most probably pay a lot of money to be here also. Here they have like play to free games, which has been nice. I actually saw this before, where you can go in here and play games. You can play games for free. You can play for real money. So maybe some people that really likes to play these games for free are coming back and back again to casino.org because they know that this website has a lot of these games to play for free. And like you saw now, the website took a bit to load. And I actually did a test before to see how long it takes for this website to load. And it actually doesn't load that fast. And the scores are not that good. So this actually proves one of my points that I've been talking about, that you don't need to get 100% addicted to getting all of these metrics 100%. I mean, you see even here, like, okay, let's translate this to English. The SEO here is 100, and maybe this is just like a coincidence. These guys haven't really focused too much on fixing all of these issues, even probably though they have the money to do it. This actually proved a bit that it's not a requirement to get like 100, 100, 100, 100. And don't try to chase these numbers too much to get like 100 everywhere. You just get it good enough and then start focusing on the things that actually do matter. I actually didn't show you when we started this video that this website has over 2 million organic traffic shown in Ahrefs. And this is an amazing and a huge number. I think there's just like a handful, if even that, like of casino affiliate websites that has this much traffic. And like you see here, a lot of the traffic is coming from the United States, but the rest of the 1 million is just like spread out throughout the whole world, I guess. So yeah, they have a strong DR, they have a lot of preferring domains, but they also have been around for a very, very long time. But it's a very healthy curve here, you see. Never really dipped that much. Sometimes you see like this up and down, super up and down. And a lot of these older websites, they had like their glory time or like the glory days, like somewhere in the early 2000s, like they spiked here and then they have just like kind of stayed down here. There's a lot of these old websites that had a really huge ranking boost when old like ranking practices were like a bit more popular. And after all of the Google algorithm updates came, all of these old websites couldn't really keep up. But it seems like this website has been keeping up a lot with, SEO practices. From the maze. So that's great. So yeah, they have this free page here where people can come and play free games. And when they are ready, they can also play for real money. And then you're probably going to get redirected to either a review or a slot page or a casino like this. That's great. So here they have another box here with casinos to avoid. I don't know what these guys did to piss them off, but maybe they're just like honest when it comes to just the ratings here. So you can go here and see all casinos to avoid. This is also really good. So let's say that someone finds a casino they want to play with and they're going to think like, oh, maybe I should go to casino.org to see if this casino is on the list to avoid. So this is also a very strong thing to have because it gives a lot of trust to the visitors and also to Google. So they talk a lot about the things I talked about before, like here. And this is what I wanted to talk about before. And they actually have a huge blog talking about everything. They're talking about the election, they're talking about football, and they're talking about everything here. And they're posting new articles almost daily here. So they're trying to be also kind of like a news hub for, for everything. So this is also very impressive. I think I opened the blog before. Yeah, so here is the casino.org blog. And this is just like full of information. And it's very nice to have a lot of these articles because you can create so many powerful interlinks. And interlinks is a very great thing to have if you want to signal to Google what keywords you want certain pages to rank for. This is a more of an on-page SEO tactic that I'm not going to discuss here. But they basically just want to build dominance and be like the biggest topical authority of casino in the whole world. So they're doing like everything. They're like attacking SEO from every angle they can. They're building blogs. They're doing everything that I just showed you. So let's go to one of the pages here, like best online casinos. So now we are at the UK page here. This is actually a page I use a lot in my videos because it's kind of clear. They have a lot of these pop-up things that are flying around. Not a huge fan, to be honest. I think it's blinking and spinning a bit too much, but maybe it's very effective. I mean, I'm actually getting a bit dizzy when I see this. Like you do this. Maybe it helps for conversion. I don't know. Maybe they have tested this, probably. I wouldn't have it like this because it's confusing. And I don't think it gives any SEO benefits at all, to be honest. I actually think it might damage the SEO a bit because when something has like been like this and then it's finished, sometimes it kind of like jumps around a bit, the content. And this is Google's own ranking factor, which is called CLS, and cumulative layout shift, which basically means that when Google don't like it when things are moving around too much. I think they have an example. Yeah, you see here. When things are jumping around too much, Google don't like that. So I would personally not have all of these spinning functions, but they do it and they are more successful than me. So maybe I should. So yeah, obviously this is a huge article talking about everything. The content in itself, I think, is very well written. I haven't read it really, but I can just assume. So if you're writing articles and you want to create pillar posts and you want to have like a template, maybe it's a good idea to go maybe to Ahrefs, find their most ranking articles and use this as a template. So yeah, it's a lot of content here. So let's see here. Let's see here, they even have in-person casinos in the UK with addresses where people can go and visit them. Like I said before, I'm not going to talk about the keyword strategy for these pages, but they do add a lot of sources, and that is like in line with the EAT thing to give a lot of trust. I mean, they even have like the footnotes. I think this is very impressive. So they have a content editor and a content manager. So maybe this guy was sourcing information, this guy wrote it, or he was fact-checked. So let's go and read about one of these authors because I talk a lot about author pages. So let's see how they are doing it. Obviously, this looks very clean. One thing I noticed also is that they have the table of contents in the menu here. I have no idea how they did this, but I think it looks very cool because then you can go up and down like this. This is obviously a real person that exists in real life, so they haven't created like a fake persona here. So you can read about him. You can go to his LinkedIn, which is great to create for all of your authors. Create a LinkedIn profile, create a Twitter, create whatever it might be, just to build these social proof backlinks back to the website. So what makes Adam an expert? You can go here and read if you want, but this looks very professional. How does Adam stay up to date? So this is what he is following himself. They are sending some more like social proof links here. There's even a Q&A with him here. His favorite iGaming influencer. So there's another link here. It's not just Adam doing the research. So they have even more authors here. So like I mentioned, this is a very impressive author page. So let's go and read more about them. I actually wanted to see, this is the team. So what I've been doing mostly is that when I create a website, I usually have one author that is like creating everything, and I'm building all of my like author trust to one person. Obviously, when it's a website like this that actually have a lot of like people working for them, it makes sense to create like author profiles to all of them. So here I found a page about all of their writers here. So they're really pushing this article on the 25-step review process. Yeah, I don't think there's much more for me to say when it comes to how they have been managing to build their EAT. There's a lot more obviously to say about this website when it comes to how they actually manage to rank. So I think this is enough for me talking about this website, because if I go even deeper in all of their like different SEO tactics and aspects, I think this video is going to be way too long. I think I'm going to maybe lose the focus of what I wanted to say in this video. And it is that looking at websites like this, not only this one, but other websites, it's going to give you so much like free information of how you can structure all of these supporting pages and all of the EAT that is so important when it comes to ranking your website. Because creating all of this supporting content is just equally as important as trying to actually create the pages that we want to rank. Sometimes I compare it to when I was playing, Pokemon Game Boy when I was younger, and every time you evolve a Pokemon and you get like new attacks, I only took all of the attacks and I only used the attacks that were making damage. I didn't care about the ones that was maybe like making the enemy blind or maybe like boosting the next attack and stuff, because if they don't do immediate damage, I don't want to use them. But it's kind of the same here. We really need to focus on like all of our attacks, even like the passive ones, the ones that are going to make the actual ranking content rank. All of this like supporting content that is very important. So go to casino.org, have a look around to see if there's anything there that you can use for your own casino affiliate website. If you have any questions about this video, feel free to book a call with me. There's a link in the description where you can book a free call and we can just talk a bit maybe about something I mentioned in this video, something about casino.org, or if you have any other questions, I would just be happy to talk to you. That's it for today. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.